Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of VGC Boot Camp. You'll notice in this episode that we are already in the little battle box right over here. I'm already in my little space. And that is because I am right in the middle of practicing for the Ball Guy tournament. Now, I did, unfortunately, just come out of a loss, and I'm finding that that's happening a little bit today. And I just... I need to stick to that grind, and so that's why I'm here. I don't want to give up. I just want to keep on trying. Let's go right into this game right here. We've got a Tailwind Whimsicott. So I think this is a very obvious Duraludon Whimsicott lead on both of our ends. I think if either of us don't go for that, then we're both in trouble. Lapras is probably not going to be of too much use. I mean, every one of the Pokemon is weak to ice or water, but I think I might have just convinced myself. You'll notice I didn't take out the Togekiss, and that's because I replaced Helping Hand with Air Slash. A couple of people suggested, that if I'm having trouble using Whimsicott for utility, then maybe I'll have a little bit more success using it for offense. Now, the next step would be to add a Heat Wave onto that rather than, not Follow Me, but Yawn. If I take off Yawn, or the other way around, if I take off Follow Me and put on that. Yawn's really helpful. Anyway, I'm considering putting on Conkeldurr. I think I need to put on Conkeldurr. And then Darmanitan, is that useful? I don't think Darmanitan is particularly useful right now, so maybe I do want to bring the Lapras after all. I think I will do that. I'm having a little bit of trouble feeling like I belong in Master Ball tier, if that makes any sense. I mean, obviously, I know it's a numbers game, and you play enough and you grind enough, and you'll get yourself to Master Ball tier. But hang on, let's really think about this. Do we want to go for the fake tiers, or do we want to go for a first attack? I think we really want to go for the fake tiers. So let's do that. Let's go for Max Steel. No, let's go for Draco. Yeah, Max Wormwind should be good. Because if they want to go for a Tailwind, then yes, they'll get one attack off. But I don't think that Steel Spike, well, that Steel Spike can't take out my Whimsicott, and it's certainly, Wormwind is certainly not going to take out my Duraludon if I don't have any kind of minus anything. Otherwise, we're just going for speed ties. Yeah, I don't know. I've been feeling like I don't belong in Master Ball tier. I feel like I'm losing a lot of games, which I'm not really. I mean, I'm just getting kind of bumped down the ranks, but I'm keeping a rather even win-loss ratio. But it's just like, oh man, sometimes it's hard to keep going, especially when you're rated. I have that kind of problem, right? Like, I don't know if anybody out there has this kind of issue, but I have a real thing with like ladder anxiety, I think is what it's called. Now what's he gonna do? Tailwind, yeah, okay. Where like, because you can move up or down a ladder, it's hard to commit to it and it's hard to do it. But this is me right now trying to force myself into it, trying to force myself to do it, and just kind of, feel out the games as I go, because you're not going to be nearly as good. There goes the Duraludon. You're not going to be nearly as good as if you spent the time practicing. If you just sit and like watch games, then that's one thing. But if you sit and actually experience the games and think through the motions and do it in real time, then you're going to find a lot more success. I want to get myself up there. I want to make sure I'm up to snuff. And I've been seeing some interesting teams in Master Ball tier too. I've been seeing some Mr. Mimes, which has been interesting. Let's go for, what if I do that again? Fake tiers and Steel Spike Wormwind? Wormwind. Or is now the time that you know what? Now is the time that I need to set up my Tailwind. So let's do that. Let's set up a Tailwind. Let's go for Max Wormwind. I kind of care about the Whimsicott, but at the same time, I kind of don't. If my Whimsicott, through whatever miracle, actually lives through this turn, it won't. Then Dazzling Gleam is an interesting move on Whimsicott. Then I will probably... Doesn't matter anyway. It's dead. Ooh, that close combat is helpful for me. So down goes the arc. So that's interesting. The Whimsicott managed to outspeed almost everything. So I need to put out my fastest Pokemon, which in this case actually would be Lapras. Because Lapras can go for an Ice Shard. That super fast Dazzling Gleam is going to be real bad for me. Oh. Maybe let's just go for... No, because you know what? I know I can take out... Chandelure with my Conkeldurr. So try and break whatever sash there is, if there is a sash. Dazzling Gleam's going to take out my Duraludon. That's a good move on Whimsicott, huh? I never thought about using Dazzling Gleam on Whimsicott. Energy Ball. Okay. So that's going to pop the Citrus. I don't think I can live another one. Yeah, let's do that. Freeze dry on that. Oh, wait a minute. Protect. Protect! That's what I'll do. Yeah. Because this is their last turn of Tailwind, and then I certainly outspeed. I absolutely outspeed after this. So there goes that. And then it's going to hurt my Conkeldurr a little bit, but not all that much. Energy Ball I'm going to protect. Great. And then as long as I can... No. Now, this would mean that the Whimsicott has to go for some kind of... Well, it would have to go for Tailwind. I might have wanted to go for Ice Shard if the Whimsicott does go for a Tailwind here. What? Didn't? Okay. That's okay. Both my Pokemon are going to outspeed that Chandelure. So I'm going to take that out now. And then Rock Slide, maybe? Rock Slide maybe will take out that Chandelure. It's not a spread move anymore. There we go. So that's it. Like, that is literally all that I want to do. I just want to sit here and grind through games and learn as much as I can. Try and practice interactions, try and practice being aware of certain things that are on the field and certain things that Pokemon can do. And you see right there, I just jumped right up to 13K, so 13.9. Let's get out of that music. Let's just go right into random. So maybe you can turn this into a neat little 3017. That'll be nice. That's an interesting team. We've got a Corsola. Conkeldurr is going to be one of my best friends here. Conkeldurr, Lapras is going to be good. Fire. Darmanitan. Darmanitan's going to be good. I could also use Duraludon. Is Darmanitan going to be all that great? Yes. Yes, it will. Lapras isn't going to be as great as Darmanitan would be, so let's do that. Let's go Whimsicott, Duraludon, Conkeldurr, and Darmanitan. So, yeah, you know, like I was sitting here and I was thinking, wow, like last week I played... Oh, by the way, new trainer card. I don't know if I've shown you. New trainer card is there. Last week I played the most games that I think I've ever played in one sitting, and that may have ruined me. I'm not sure. That's an interesting combination, Braviary and Darmanitan. Let's go for the Tailwind. Let's go for the... Oh, you know what? I could go for the Steel Spike right now. Yep. Tailwind Steel Spike is the way to go. That'll prepare me for the Braviary, and I'm going to be doing tons of damage. So, yeah, the only problem would have been if they withdrew the Darmanitan into that. Wasn't expecting him to go into that. Because my other option, my less obvious option, would have been to go for the max lightning on Braviary. But I still get a ton of damage off right now. He just gets the snow warning off. So here's something interesting. Dynamaxing the Braviary is a smart move, is a good move. And this whole combination of setting up Abomasnow and getting probably the max Airstream into my Whimsicott just to take it out on the first turn is really, really smart. But either way, I am going to get a Tailwind up. If the Braviary has Tailwind, that's going to be something to think about. But, oh, of course. Interesting. This is probably going to be my Rock Slide friend once Whimsicott goes down this turn. Yeah, here's the max Airstream going into my Whimsicott. Bye-bye. Okay. So next turn I can use max Lightning and then use Darmanitan's Rock Slide. The first Pokemon that was out on the other side was another Galarian Darmanitan too, so should be fine. Did not expect the Abomasnow to run a Focus Sash, but why wouldn't I expect that? That would be a very smart thing to put on. Let's go for a Rock Slide onto that. Let's go for a Max Lightning onto Braviary. And that should be fine. I think we're okay. This feels good so far. So that Rock Slide is going to do a ton of damage. I should be able... Oh, wow. I got a critical hit on that Braviary. Nice. Max Lightning will definitely take it out then. That was a very fortunate critical hit. And now we're sitting pretty. It's just Galarian Darmanitan and Pokemon number 4 versus 1 turn left of D-Max and my Galarian Darmanitan. Okay, so here's that. And then my Lodic. Okay. Hey, let's just continue what we're doing. What do I want to deal with more? I have Conkeldurr, so I don't want to deal with the Milotic. I don't want to deal with competitive either, so I don't want to reduce any stats. But that actually just took out the G Darmanitan in 1. Wow! Yeah! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. And down it goes. Now, while we're doing this, there was a common theme. Oh, actually, that was the last. Oh, we just won. Great. Yay. There was a pretty common theme. We're going to play one more game. There was a pretty common theme in last week's comments that I definitely want to address. A lot of people were talking, they're congratulating on getting into Master Ball. Thank you so much. I don't feel like I deserve it. I also don't feel like it's a Grammy, so I'm not particularly enthused about being there. I just feel like, that's just what's going to happen after you spend enough time doing a thing. But some people saying they're stuck on a certain rank, stuck in Pokeball tier, stuck in Great Ball, Ultra Ball. Stuck in Ultra Ball 9 is the hardest place to be, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, so right off the bat, Whimsicott Duraludon. Whenever I see a Whimsicott Duraludon, I always just send out my own. If they want to send out something else and not put Whimsicott Duraludon first, then I am more than happy to not see those. The Sylveon worries me a little bit. The Rotom Heat worries me a little bit. Rotom Heat I can take out with Lapras, which I can also take the... I can also take out the Dracovish. So maybe I will do that. And then Darmanitan doesn't make a ton of sense here. In fact, it's really, really bad. I think that this is a job for Togekiss. Nice. Cool. Right. Well, we've got Togekiss in there. A lot of people talking about how they just can't get out of a certain tier. Can't get out of Great Ball, Ultra Ball. Yeah, Ultra Ball is a tough place to be in because, it's right on the cusp there. You know how close you are. And I think the big trouble with being so close and being in a tiered system is that you know what's coming next. You don't see Master Ball as the end, right? Like that's how it was for me anyway. Like when I got to Master Ball, I'm like, great, now I can start. And like when you're trying to sprint to get to the starting line, it's kind of hard to, build up the motivation to get there. My suggestion is just keep playing. You will get better the more that you play. Is this right? No, I just did this last time. So we go for Fake Tears on Duraludon. We go for Wormwind, also on Duraludon. Yeah, you just keep on playing the game. You keep on trying to learn interactions, and the more you experience, the more you're going to know what to do. Like this interaction right here, this Whimsicott and Duraludon, that worked really well for me last time. I don't know if it's going to work for me particularly well this time, but I'm going to give it a shot. And if I learn something out of this, then I learned something out of it. But my expectation is that the both of us are going to go for a Dynamax. The Whimsicott on the other side is going to go for a Tailwind. I'm going to go for a Fake Tears on their D-Max Duraludon. And then Duraludon's going to go for a Max Wormwind, which will one-shot the Duraludon on the other side, which will put me ahead. So there's the D-Max. Because a lot of people, what they expect is they're like, okay, we're an even matchup. We're both going to set up the same way. We're both going to go clash our moves head on with each other. And that's going to be the end of our first turn. No, you can take out a Duraludon with your Duraludon on the first turn. So I'm using the Fake Tears. What are they going to do? Yeah, so there's the Tailwind. That Duraludon's going to go first. And probably going to go into my Whimsicott. No, not going to go into my Whimsicott. Going to go into my Duraludon. If this one-shots my Duraludon, which it will not, then that would have been incredibly surprising. That could have been a critical hit, and that could have been really bad for me. But that is the one situation that I don't want. This is the guaranteed situation. Duraludon goes down. I can get a Tailwind up next turn because there's no fake out on the opponent's team. And that's just something that I knew from looking into it. Looking into the team beforehand. And then Duraludon can probably go first, depending on what the opponent's Pokemon is. Dynamic Speed change, man. Dynamic Speed is one heck of a drug. Why is there a Stack Attacker on the side there? There's a Stack Attacker right over there. They're not in this game. So out comes the Dracovish. This is, okay, so here's the situation. I could either go, no, go for Tailwind. I was going to say I can either go for a Tailwind or I can go for a Charm on the Dracovish, make it do a butt ton less damage. But yeah, I think I want to go for that. But my idea is that lowering a Dracovish's attack versus getting up a Tailwind right now and possibly, well, I'm not going to outspeed it. Because if I reduce the attack, it does less damage moving forward. That might not have taken it out if I had used Charm. Who knows? Can't look back on it like that. But now I do have a Tailwind up. Then the Moonblast is going to break my Sash. Unfortunate. But I definitely want to go into Lapras next. Lapras is going to Freeze Dry the Dracovish. I don't think I'm going to Charm it. I don't think it can take out my Lapras. Well, it certainly can't because I have Water Absorb. If I were really, really smart, could have swapped in my Lapras last turn to take the Dracovish's Vicious Rend. Now, this is something that I don't use too often, the Dynamax switch out to get into a Water Absorb. In fact, I don't even think about Water Absorb that often, to be completely honest with you. So that's something that I'm definitely going to have to pay attention to. There's the Water Absorb. Opposing Whimsicott's going to use Moonblast, so no speed tie there. Unfortunate. But now I do get out my Darmanitan. And I believe this might be the last turn of their Tailwind. If this one isn't, the next turn is. But, oh wait, no, this is my Togekiss. I like that too. Sylveon. Sylveon's going to be a D-Max. Maybe let's go for a Yawn on the Sylveon. We'll go for a Freeze Dry Ice Shard on the Whimsicott. The gears are turning. So this is, I'm sorry, this is probably incredibly frustrating to hear. Weird. Okay. Probably incredibly frustrating to hear me plan out like 4 turns in advance. This is how I play Pokemon. I always try to think about, oh dang, that Hyper Voice is going to do a ton, but not enough. I should go and use a Protect and Follow Me next turn, but no, I should go for an Air Slash. Air Slash and Protect. Air Slash on Whimsicott. No. Air Slash on Sylveon. Ice Shard on Whimsicott. Take out the Whimsicott before it can set up another Tailwind. I might be able to live another Hyper Voice. The Fake Tears is really bad. Yeah, those Fake Tears are really, really bad. It's unfortunate, too. I thought it would outspeed that Whimsicott. If this Air Slash flinches, I am the luckiest person. Well, that's a good crit. Yeah! Oh, okay. That's fun. That should be the end of things. I should be able to just go for Freeze Dries and Air Slashes, and that should be the end. So the battle, yeah. So that was pretty okay. I'm satisfied with that. Let's do ourselves a favor. Let's go and check what we're at. All right, so we're at 8,792, 8,792. Now that's not bad for somebody who has not been playing for the past couple of days. I think when I came back, I jumped up to about 9,000, 9 or 10,000, something like that. So I'm above where I started at this morning, but I do very selfishly want to get above 5K this week. So I'm going to keep on playing, and I hope that you do too. Thank you very much to all of the people in the previous episode who commented on the, nice thanks and all of that. Really appreciate it. You guys mean the world to me. For those of you who are trying to make their way out of into Master Ball, I hope you guys have the best of luck. I hope all your Air Slashes flinch and all your Thunderbolts paralyze. And until then, I will see you next week, where I will be talking all about my contribution, my participation in the Ball Guy International Tournament. I hope you guys have a good week, and I will see you guys then. Bye-bye.